Hi, I'm Andy from 427 Hardtops. I'm here today with Alex from TotalHeadturners. I'm going to give you a walk around of our Fastback Hardtop, show you the features and how it removes and refits to the vehicle. As you see, we have a lock on the side, the hinges here. I'm just going to unlock this with this special key. You see the window pivot's open. It's on a gas ram. You can then pull open your side door, and then obviously you can access the car in and out. In the car, close the door, close the side window, done.
So I take it the lock there gives you added security, so you can physically lock the window.
And then you can pull the lever over when you're in the vehicle, and that gives you some security. So
I expect it'll do two things. I suppose it would stop the window opening under braking.
Yeah.
And obviously as extra security, people can feel a bit more confident that without the special star drive, somebody else couldn't walk up and open a Cobra, which...
That's right, yeah, you've got to go to a lot of trouble trying to get the side window open, yeah. So, also with the side window, if the weather turns nice, the weather's quite warm, you can easily remove the side window. I'll just demonstrate. The gas ram at the side, you can simply unscrew this. Push the rod back, and then the hinge will come off, and there you go. Then you can put your...
I take it these will fit straight in the boot, so you can carry those with you and put them on and off when you're out using the car.
That's right. They're super tough also. They're acrylic, very lightweight, very strong, and tinted as well, and curved. So a far cry from the original hardtop side window.
You can see the quality there, very tough, tinted for sun protection, and a nice rubber trim,
rubber seal
to stop any water ingress through the door.
That's correct, yeah. So, and to refit, reverse procedure, pull out the gas ram, screw it back in. It's that little fitting that you fit in the door. Rehang the window, and then you can turn that over and then relock it. So that's the side window.
I like as well that as you open the door, the gas ram automatically moves the window out the way, making it easier to get in and out on your own, one-handed, to keep your hands free to jump in and out of the car.
You can also tighten up your door hinge if you want to, and that will stay open and stay out of your way while you get in and out of the vehicle. So that will work well as well.
So the same rule applies to the wind deflector. The optional wind deflector here works in the same way as the side window.
Yeah, sure. Let me demonstrate how that works. So obviously the weather turns nice, you can store the full side window in the boot of the vehicle. You can pull out your wind deflectors. You can clip them onto the same fittings, and if I just show you how they work, they open with the door, but you can easily fit and remove them, and it really is that simple. There's just a small hairpin clip that goes on there and on that hinge, and again, that just keeps the worst of the wind buffeting around you.
So I get it, so you can drive around, if you've got your roof on, you've had your side windows on, the weather turns nice and warm, you can take the side windows off, let lots of air in, but you can also add the optional wind deflector to stop the buffeting of the wind coming in at high speed.
And again, refitting them, pins go down, there's an R-clip that fits in the bottom, another small pin goes on there, and that snap ring just pops down, and there you go, that's back on.
Really cool.
Yeah. To be honest, that is more popular on a day-to-day basis than the full side window.
I think I personally, if I was out on a nice day with a roof on, which most days I'd be out in the nice weather, I'd have these on, and then you can put your arm out the window, get the fresh air, but still with a cool hardtop.
Yeah, exactly. On. Yeah. They look really good. So.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Let's now have another look at a proper look at the tailgate.
Okay, we can look at the grey or the black. We'll look at the black car. So we've got the two push buttons. Push the push buttons, and then you open it. I'll just show you around the features of the tailgate first. Obviously it's got the gas springs to support and hold the tailgate open. It's got a fully aluminium tubular tailgate frame going right round, supporting it and giving you rigidity to the structure. It's also got billet aluminium hinges, so the whole structure is really rigid and really strong.
I take it Perspex, again tinted rear window?
Again, yeah, it's a total of 5-piece window kit in hardtop. all acrylic, 5mm acrylic rear window, 5mm to the side windows, and a 3mm acrylic window to the quarter light window as well. So, and again, the catches go down and they simply clip down on these two fittings just there, and I'll just demonstrate how that closes down just here, and then obviously that clips in. Just show you that clips down simply like that, and that's it. That's tailgate done and closed.
The coolest bit I think I like about this is the fact that on the original Cobra hardtops, they were one piece, whereas on your design, I can access the boot, any spare wheel, any equipment, without removing the hardtop, as you had to do on the original
It's a challenge in the design to make it that way. There's just so much work going into the tailgate. It's an incredible amount of development work going into making it the way it is, and keeping it lightweight as well. You know, it's super lightweight. The whole assembly, the whole hardtop, complete with the windows, is probably less than 20 kilos.
And I know for a fact I can lift them on my own, but I prefer to lift them with two people to stop scratching the car.
We can run through that if you want to, and just show you the bolts and how they come out. We'll start with removing the side windows.
I think it's a really important thing. I've spoke to lots of people who don't quite understand how easy and quickly the roofs remove and go back on again. So I think if we could show the guys now how to unbolt it, take it off, it'll go a long way to people understanding how it all works.
Sure. So tailgate's open already. That would be the beginning of the process. What we're going to do is unlock both side windows.
I'll let you unlock that one and I can take one off while you do the other.
The driver's is open already. So if you know how to take out that side window, just pop the side window out. This one, I believe, is open already. That's it. So I'm going to pop that onto the driver's seat just for the moment. Okay, so what we've got is a ball-ended Allen key, and that is the only tool you need to fit and remove the hardtop. So I'll just run through and we'll show you how the bolts come out, and let's just run over them now. So simply, it's such an easy tool to use.
And we've got 4 bolts on the hardtop, is that right, at the back end? So you've got one either side and one either side.
We've got 4 bolts holding it down over here. When we remove it, we'll show you the fittings that go into the body. That's number 2.
Great to show this coming off in real time, because I don't think people realise how quick and easy it is.
People think it takes like an hour or two.
I'm purposely not helping you so they can see how quick and easy it is to take it on and off.
That's right. But there's stainless steel fittings in the body as well, so there are no issues with rust or anything like that. So there we go. The 4 stainless steel bolts are out. You can just see those in my hand. There's a couple with washers, a couple without. The washers are on the back of the hardtop there. Now, moving to the front of the hardtop, we've got 2 over centre catches. You simply lean in and unclip it.
You can see the over centre catch here. You simply pull down on the lever, which releases the catch. It's as simple as that, and the roof is now removed from the windscreen.
Okay, so the roof is now unbolted, the over centre catch is released. Shut down the tailgate and just lift her off, ready to go. Just hold it there, another hand under there. As I say, it's not a heavy thing. That can just pop back on the stand there. That's it, you have it. And then you can see how it's secured to the vehicle. We have stainless steel inserts, threaded inserts that fix into the body. You can see they're really quite discreet. There's one over the back there, one over the front, the same the opposite side. Now this is interesting. Round at the passenger side, there's a bracket that bolts onto your windscreen pillar with a hook. And you can see on this hook, that is the area where we pull down and secure the hardtop down on the front lower corner. So that is really quite a nice fix, and it's an adjustable over centre catch as well.
So this fitting here, Andy, we can either leave on the car, drive around, or if you wanted to take this off as well, it's only a couple of bolts, and then you can refit normal wind deflectors or whatever. When you're running without the hardtop on,
you can either remove them or leave them on and bolt the standard wind deflectors over the top of that. But as you can see, the fittings that are on the body are really, really discreet, the whole fitting, so you wouldn't know that it's, you know.
I've also noticed what a couple of people have done is used some dome-headed bolts to go back in the holes when they're using the car throughout the summer, just to fill the holes in. So I've noticed a couple of customers have done that, which gives you an option.
You can do that.
Of,
they're mirror polished as they stand. They're bolted from underneath the rear wing, easy enough to install, and they're part of the package, part of the kit. So when you purchase a hardtop, all the bright work and the fixtures, the fittings, hardware, all comes as part of the kit. So.
A couple of bits I'll pick up on that I've noticed from selling lots of Cobras and adding hardtops to Cobras for people. A lot of people don't realise that these are the only two differences on the body of the vehicle when you add a hardtop. So if a customer comes along and buys a car from myself and asks to have a hardtop fitted, the only difference between what they're buying when they've got the roof off will be these two fittings and the removable bracket on the front. Everything else on the Cobra stays the same. Another thing I'll pick up on, obviously on this car here, we've got a wing mounted fuel filler. But I think if you look at the grey car there, I'll show you, you've still got a fuel filler which is still completely usable. Now, I've heard people say that, oh, the car will smell of fuel. I mean, I've had lots of these Cobras with the fuel fillers fitted inside the car from originally when they were built. And if it's got a rubber sealed fuel cap on it, I've never had a Cobra that smells of fuel inside with a fuel filler there. Unless you spill fuel all over the back of the car, which you'd have a problem with smelling of fuel anyway. I take it, I don't think I've seen you do it, but I know that it is possible to do, is to have a tube fitted that runs up to the roof and another fuel filler on the roof, but it makes the roof much harder to be able to take on and off.
It doesn't really become a removable item then. It's more a permanent fixture. And the idea of the Fastback is that, I mean, we've done it in live time, so less than 2 minutes.
It's a 2-minute job to take on and off, and every customer who's had an internal fuel filler,
you can still use the hardtop.
You can still use the hardtop and still take it on and off with these, but there are other options available. If people want fuel fillers on the roof, like the Le Mans cars, they can do. I personally wouldn't advise it. It just makes it a lot more aggro. Unless you're going to keep the roof on all the time, they're fine exactly like that.
Yeah, so the other thing to remember with the fuel filler, when people talk about fumes inside the vehicle, you're getting airflow through the cockpit. There's a ventilation gap underneath the tailgate. So as the air's flowing into the vehicle, it's coming through the vehicle and washing back out.
As I say, I've driven tons of hardtop Cobras and I've never had a smell of fuel problem having internal fuel filler. So it's something I would say to people who've got a Cobra, want a hardtop fitted, don't worry about the fuel cap. As long as you've got a sealing fuel cap on there with its decent rubber thingy on it, you won't have any problems at all. So me and Andy have just flipped the hardtop upside down on this trestle here. So Andy, tell me about the headlining. First of all, is this double skinned?
Yeah, it is. So there's an inner liner that bonds in. That serves two purposes, gives us a nice smooth finish to insert the headlining on. The other thing is with the headlining, it's a big roof, you know, and it adds more rigidity to the structure. You notice when we lift it off, it's not wobbling around. So the double skin adds more rigidity to the structure.
I expect it helps with sound as well, because I noticed they're not echoey like the earlier hardtops. Were quite noisy and echoey. Your ones tend to be much quieter and nicer inside.
Yeah, the headlining does help considerably with that. It's a sprayed-in finish flocking, so it's rot-proof, damp-proof, waterproof. So if you did, I mean, even immersed it in water, take it out, hang it up dry, it's
perfect. I can feel it's a good quality and it's a lovely finish.
Yeah, there's a feature in the two features there, those ribs running down the inside. They're simply features to add a little bit more detail to the whole thing. So, and if you notice on the leading edge there's a channel section, the inner being going around the inside of the windscreen, and the outer with the foam strip running around the outside of the windscreen.
So similar to the soft tops, this eliminates any water or air noise sneaking through, because again I noticed yours are very quiet on the cars, so that rubber strip in there is to seal against the windscreen.
The rubber strip seals it around the windscreen, goes right around the perimeter of the windscreen, and obviously you've got this return edge on the double skinned area, which also backs up and supports the windscreen.
I've also noticed just the small detail of the slight indent where the wind deflectors fit, so you don't have to remove the wind deflectors from the sun visors from the windscreen when you're taking the roof on and off, which is brilliant.
There's little channel sections, little cutouts there. We've built those in, so your bolts and your hinges for your sun visors, it essentially slides over those. So yeah,
you can also see the high quality hinge work here on the inside.
Billet aluminium hinges. Again, you can see the tubular frame. You can also see the foam gaskets on the underside. So it's got a really big contact area with the car, which is good because there's not a lot of pressure in one area. It's just evenly distributed throughout the hardtop.
So I noticed with these rubber gaskets on cars that have had the roofs on for ages, the marks left on the car are from nothing to minimal that normally with a bit of T-cut or polish would polish out, and if they're bolted on nice and tight they shouldn't leave any marks at all.
No, I mean they won't agitate and move on the car. The foam grips when you put it down, so it won't agitate and move on the car. Yes, it may leave a residue mark, but it wipes off. Yeah, I mean it's like a 1 metre long area.
Also stop water ingress as well, keeping the roof as waterproof as possible.
Yeah, we don't get reports back of water ingress either, so yeah, all good.
I think we'll flip it back round and we'll show them how to put it back on the car, which is very simple.
Gently ease it over the windscreen there, guide it down over there. Just to look at the back, and then just pull it over the windscreen. That's it, you're down. Then what we're going to do is we can either pull down our over centre catches. I prefer to put the bolts in first. There they are. Okay, so tailgate open. And again, the reverse to pin it up, just pull the hardtop into position, push your bolt through. I would prefer to put all 4 bolts in loosely first and just nip them up with your fingers so you know that you're not cross-threading anything, everything's going in smoothly. Okay, so just leaving the passenger side one to get into place. There we go, and then you can just screw these down. Be the same with the other 3. And now we just pull down the over centre catches just to secure the front lower corners of the screen. So you just pop that over and then secure that back, and that's it, it's on.
And I'll clip up the driver's side one, exactly the same, hook it on the hook, pull it tight,
that's
and now it's all secure.
You do, and then you notice that the hardtop pulls down in position over the screen securely as you pull that.
Pulls it all down. Yeah. If you tighten those up once you've got them all in evenly, then the roof's tight on the car.
As long as it takes to unclip 2 over centre catches and undo 4 6mm bolts. That's as long as it takes to fit and remove.
So hopefully that's shown everybody how easy it is to fit and remove the roofs once they're built and fitted to the car. I'd like to point out a couple of real advantages of the Fastback Hardtop. The first one is the rear quarter window. You'll notice this isn't on the Le Mans style hardtop. It's quite, I would have thought, pretty exclusive to the 427 hardtop.
It is, yeah.
This I noticed with driving around in them gives you much better vision, so it eliminates that blind spot that would normally be there with a Le Mans fixed roof. You've got stainless steel fittings around the car, which are more clearer on the grey hardtop, where you can see they're in stainless steel. This car's been blacked out, which you can do to your own hardtop to tailor it to your own looks. And I think the best bit of the hardtop is the fastback design that comes right down to the back of the car, that when you see the shots of a car like this with the hardtop on, it looks like nothing else on the road, and it really is a cool look. I think I've said to you, the very first car you ever did, and me and you went to Goodwood, and you overtook me on the motorway on the way down there. I can remember sitting in the car I was in and going, wow, that looks amazing. The back end view of the car is just perfect.
Yeah, the looks, the comments you get, and people think it's a coupe because of the fit and finish is tight.
I think I've told you the story of when I took a Cobra home in the summer a few years ago, and my neighbours came out and were discussing which car they preferred from the cars I'd been home in the last 2 nights, and they both didn't believe me when I told them it was the same car, but I left the hardtop at home the first day and put the hardtop on the second day, and they actually thought I had two different Cobras, but it was the same car.
Yeah, I mean it's a good point actually, Alex, because people think you're buying into a hardtop and that's it, you've got a coupe. You haven't. If the weather turns nice, unbolt it, leave it in the garage, take it out as a roadster. Then in the autumn, or if you want to go on a long drive, I mean, from where we are in the UK, we drive down to Le Mans, you know?
Well, I mean, I mentioned to a few customers who bought these from us, bought the cars from us and had the hardtops fitted from you. Some of them have got trestle tables like this. Some of them have used the Mercedes hardtop stands you used to get with the SLs, which means you can stand the roof upright and wheel it around. I've also seen people rig up suction cup systems that keep the...
Yeah, there is a pulley system available. We're going to add a link onto the website for that. But there's a guy now manufacturing a pulley system to lift it up if you've got room up in the eaves, and then that makes it a one-man job because you can simply unbolt the 4 bolts, undo the centre catches, put the fittings underneath it, and then simply winch it up yourself.
I've seen it done from a customer who bought a car from us, and yeah, he's got a mark on the floor, parks the car next to the little painted mark on the floor, and lowers the roof up and down on and off the car when he wants. Making it much more usable.
Yeah, I mean, people are scared of removing them and refitting them, but they needn't be. I mean, we've shown today, demonstrated how easy it is to fit and remove.
Definitely. I've done it on my own, but it's much easier with 2. And I think the main bit is nice to have 2 people is to stop you from scratching the paintwork when you lift the roof off. Because although I can lift one on my own, it's not as secure and as easy on your own.
No, but it's not heavy either. You know, it's when we lift it off, it's not a struggle. I'd say 15, 20 kilos max. We haven't actually ever weighed it, but I would estimate at 15 to 20 kilos maximum.
The other thing I would mention is when people are thinking of getting one of these, we have found here at Headturners it does increase the value of the car. Often when you put an option on a car, if you put special wheels you like or special bits and pieces on a car, it doesn't always increase the value, but the vehicles and Cobras that we sell, they fetch a lot more money with a hardtop, with a fastback roof than they would without. So not only is it a great addition for practicality, for looks, for styling, for more usability, but it's not money that you're burning, it's adding value to the car.
Yeah, if it's fitted nicely, which it will be, we've got several moulds for fitting different brands. They all fit the same, really tight tolerances for all the brands we do. So it's a quality product, adds value.
This particular car is a DAX, but I know through you we've fitted them to Superformance, Unique Autocraft, AK, DAX, Pilgrim,
Factory
Crendon,
5.
Factory 5.
So
anybody who's looking to add a roof to their Cobra, contact Andy at 427hardtops.com. Anybody who's interested in buying a Cobra and then having a hardtop fitted can contact us here at Headturners. But I would highly recommend anyone looking for a roof to give Andy a call. And hopefully this video's shown you how easy it is to take on and off and the quality and fit and finish of it.
Okay, thank you.
So if you're interested in finding out more about the hardtops, you can contact Andy directly at 427hardtops.com, or obviously you can always call Total Headturners. We supply the cars, we can supply and fit the hardtops, and for hardtops direct, give Andy a call on his telephone number on his website. That's www.427hardtops.com.